All right, we're gonna take a look at the PTR news, chat. Let's do up here, and then you guys can come down like here. All right. It's a little bit scuffed looking, but that's okay. I'll put you guys in this corner. Okay, there we go. Your bro, yeah, your taskbar's showing. And look, now it's not. See how easy that is? Isn't that amazing? Pretty easy fix. There we go. So, let me look. All right, we're good. So, yeah, greetings from Pez Radar. It was 11 hours ago. So he posted this at like 1 a.m. my time. So it's just like, yeah, middle of the night post. Sure. He's off hours. All right. It's been a couple of weeks, and I know I've seen some conversation swirling about what happened to PTR. Well, yeah, because the last thing you said was that it'll be offline for a week or so. It's been 17 days. So yeah, people are kind of wondering, what do you think is going to happen? The next PTR update is on the horizon, as we noted. Or sorry, and this one, as noted, will be testing ladder. Jeez. Is on the horizon. So another 2 weeks. We got another 17 days to wait. He doesn't say a week or so. Is on the horizon. Does that mean next week? Does that mean in a few days? Like Tuesday? Like they're going to be done after this weekend and send it through QA on Monday? And yeah, anyways. This is expected to launch next week. Yeah. So is that Tuesday or is that Friday? What is that? Still no exact deadline, but I guess it'll just drop on us and be like, "Oh, PTR's out." What do you know? There are a few things that we'll be conducting in this PTR with ladder, and one of those things will be season rolls and the carryover of items. Does that mean we're gonna have the old characters they gave us, like the ones to test on 2.4? Are they going to try to roll those over? And then when we create new characters, it'll be on the ladder, the PTR ladder? Huh. I don't know. I'm like dissecting everything he says right now. Because we haven't had any news for a while. We will have a few season rolls on expedient time frames, few days. We have a few season rolls on expedited time frames for PTR. Oh, okay, gotcha. So we'll be asking community to test out. So basically, like, they'll have stuff. They'll be like, "Hey, in a couple of, tomorrow we're gonna roll over, yeah, 3-day ladders, yeah, on the PTR." More details will be in the PTR update patch notes hitting next week. Okay. On top of that, we're also bringing in the Uber Diablo changes And we'll be asking players to test that out as well on their end. Does this mean they're giving us SOJs? Test that out on their end. Are we getting like just a mule full of SOJs? Means you guys got a speed run every 3 days to stay on top. Dude. I don't know. We'll see. I definitely want to speedrun 2.4 with the group. Lastly, the team has done some sifting through the feedback from the last couple of PTR regarding regarding some balance changes and adjustments. Okay, so there's gonna be more changes. We have some fairly notable changes that will be present in this next PTR for the community. So we're looking forward to the feedback. Well, I'm probably going to be editing my spreadsheet. Fist of Fire Assassin's getting nerfed back or something. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. On top of that, we're also bringing in... I read that line. As for the PTR hitting live, we expect this to be the last PTR update before we finalize for launch. I hope so. We will take a couple weeks after the PTR concludes to address any feedback changes we need to apply. During this time, we will also be submitting these updates for console certification across all 3 platforms. Okay, so as for timelines on PTR hitting live, a couple of weeks. So we're looking into April. If it's coming out next week, it'll be in March. The PTR comes out. We'll have probably 2 to 3 weeks of PTR for like these rollovers. Probably 2 weeks. And then they'll have another 2 weeks before releasing PTR. Or I mean, before like I think May. And yeah, a couple of weeks might be like 3 or 4 weeks. So yeah, so we're still, it looks like 4 to 6 weeks away from ladder. Before I was down to like maybe 3 to 6. Back then I should have been like, 4 to 8. That would have been more accurate because it looks like it's going to be 4 to 6 from now.
Morning, Jim, if you're there.
Morning. December 1st, yeah. Okay, so I mean a couple of weeks. Yeah. And I imagine when they do this, when they're doing this, they'll give us a ladder release date, which will be the first date they give us finally. For something. Anyways, 2.4 would launch up front to ladder. Yeah, they're doing PTR testing. So like you can play 2.4 prior to the ladder actually coming out. April Fool's launch is looking less likely. April 15th maybe. Yeah, exactly. They want to be able to put a April Fool's in there and be like, all right, PTR is coming down, and then like be like, oh, tomorrow ladder, and then April Fool's. We got a couple of weeks. As for ladder, we're anticipating the launch that a week or two after 2.4 hits. As for ladder, we are anticipating launching that a week or two after 2.4. After they bring down the PTR, right? I guess a couple weeks for this, and then a couple more weeks We're at 6 to 8 weeks. We're at 6 to 8 weeks. Yep. Why a week or two? Because we want to ensure that we can address any issues that may arise with the launch of a large update like this to a much larger audience than PTR. Sometimes these come up. And we want to ensure integrity and competitive nature of ladder doesn't run into any snags. Yada yada yada. Sure. That's why I say May. Yeah. We will communicate the timing for the launch of ladder so players have an ample notice on when things will kick off so people can plan ahead. Well, that's good. At least they'll give us a notice. All right. Couple of weeks. Ladder's coming out, guys. Couple of weeks. Just kidding. We have more next week with the update on 2.4 PTR. Looking forward to everyone jumping back into the new changes on and ladder testing. Well, I mean, it'll be nice to have PTR back. Be able to test out 8-man speedruns on there. Be able to play live with 2.4 with people again. But yeah. No, they released 2.4, then 2 weeks after that ladder. That's why I say May. This sucks. At least we will be able to play on PTR again, though. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. All right. Let's see. We get some time before the 8-man starts. But that's a lot of info. I think
All right.
maybe we're looking at someone else. Thanks for the follow. Welcome. Let me look. Let's look at a calendar. Just straight up. Okay. This might work. Yeah. There you go, chat. You guys can enjoy the open space over here. So we're on February 26th. Next week, PTR comes out somewhere in here. 2 weeks of testing. 1, 2. So we're into this week.
Hello, hello.
Good morning, friendo.
Hey,
What's
Lucky.
up, Hoop?
Hope you're doing well.
Jim?
All right.
Feeling good today. What's up, McCall?
So that's 2
Speed
weeks.
in the house.
They're doing rollovers
Today
and
is
stuff
the day.
in
I'm
this
feeling it.
in this time. And
I
then
think we beat the time. This is probably going to be the
Oh, yeah.
last 2.3 run as well.
probably
Unless they take 2.4 down for a long time again, but hopefully not.
yeah. Looking forward to 2.4 runs, man. Like
Yeah.
all that
seriously.
theory crafting is just
I know.
just
Can't do it.
waiting. And they made more notable changes, so it'll be interesting to see what happened.
Have they posted a list of changes?
They have that like huge change log thing where they've been editing and making
So
things
they keep
red.
adding to that?
I guess.
Oh, wow.
All right, so
Cool deal.
if we give them 2 weeks there, then
The diamond in the rough has gone online.
2 weeks there. Savage. rollovers
Let's
and
get
testing
everything
declone.
set up.
2 weeks they want to take it down for to like apply changes that might need to happen. And then 2 weeks after that, ladder. So actual like end of March, April is like earliest. This is the earliest we'll see it. End of March, early April. Just when PoE League slows down a lot. Awesome. Um Come up 1, 2, down for 2, 2 week notice on ladder. So yeah, literally 4 to 8 weeks. I mean, they could take longer on how long PTR is up. They could take longer on how long it's down. They could take longer on, giving us a release date. It would be funny to have an April 1st. An April 1st ladder release date. Well, I'm hoping that it's earlier. I'm hoping for this right here. Honestly, they'll probably release it on a Friday, like I was saying. So, yeah. Hopefully. I hope they keep a schedule like that. Ladder leagues in between each other, not in the same week. Yeah. You got PTR news? Yeah. 8 battle. We just went over the post they put up 11 hours ago. After 17 days of nothing. And we were told, oh, the PTR is going to be down for a week or so. So, I'll have to read this. Link by chance? Yeah, I got a link. You can also watch the VOD, but if you don't want to read it. But there you go. So, earliest is late, like end of March or early April. That's the earliest time frame we're looking at here. It does seem like the D2R dev team has some trolls, so April 1st might be a good date. So true, box. Oh, man. Yeah. So we're looking at like an April 1st, April Fool's Day release for ladder. As the earliest date possible.
Oh,
I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, at least a month, right?
Yeah, at least.
Yeah. From the sound.
What are the Diablo Uber changes they say that there? They mentioned them earlier. In 2.4. In 2.4 notes, where basically declone's going to be global instead of IP based.
What's up, Dan?
So I'm imagining that
I'm doing well. Can't
anybody
complain.
in any hell game
Feels good.
is
These
going
Saturday
to
runs
get
feel good. I'm
like
always in a good mood.
Anybody in any hell game is going to get
It's good to
a
be playing some D2
is going
on
to declone in their
Saturday.
game. Everyone gets an
A
Annie.
good mood.
That's my guess. I don't know because we haven't seen it, but they
It's a
said
new take.
it's global. If it's
Weird.
global, does that mean
New
you
meta,
have
I
to
guess.
sell instead of 75 to 125, 700 to 1,000? I don't know. Yo, Rezol, thanks for the tier 1, dude. What the heck? Thank you, man. It could be global, but RNG on which games get. Either way is a good change. Well, RNG. See, before it wasn't. Before it was based on IP. So now global, I imagine, is just going to be every hell game. All right, for the global declones, you think it's just going to be every game, no longer IP based, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But the spawning method, we don't know.
Yeah.
That's going to be,
I'm just thinking they multiply, that SOJ count by like 10 or 20, and so you got to sell like 700 to 1,000 SOJs.
well, we don't even know if it's going to be selling SOJs.
Oh, the spawning method's gonna be.
They have not said anything about, it involving SOJs at all. Just that it's going to change and it's going to be global.
That's a good
but
point.
It could be. We don't know yet. We don't know anything. But if they're going to change it, they could change it. The whole SOJ thing is just so old and really doesn't play much into the current state of the game. I could see them changing it. It would make sense. It's just how much, do they want to stick to the tradition of involving SOJs?
Yeah. Yeah, new method would be kind of cool to see, and also like fun to theorize. Like, okay, what's the best way of getting
Yeah.
that?
Someone mentioned like SOJs dropped on the server. So, the server tracks how many SOJs are like being found, and at a certain amount of them dropping, declone just spawns. So
Whoa.
in that sense, you can't even, control it. It just happens.
just
I guess there would be
happens.
a way
Wow.
to track it, right? So maybe they'll announce when they've been found. That would be so much spam, though.
That
I
would
feel
be
like an
so
SOJ is
much
gonna
spam,
Be,
dude.
just SOJ is going to be found so
It-
often.
Well, it would have to be like every 100 SOJs found or something.
Yeah, right, and it spawns at like 5,000.
Yeah, yeah.
and it just spawns for the whole server. And then the other question is it going to be like server based? So is it going to spawn on all of the American servers, or is it going to spawn across all the servers? America, Europe, Asia?
Yeah, exactly. New method, chat says. You pay $5 and get a clone.
Oh no, rip.
Microtransactions.
They'll call it something like community-based spawn Diablo for only $4.99.
Yeah. For a low price. As long as everybody chips in. $4.99. You
Waiting
get
for
it.
loot crates.
We just have to hit 100,000. That's all we gotta do.
Containing inside this loot crate, a chance ad or gold.
It's messed up.
Better yet, a coupon for gold. Not
Yo,
even
Sergeant
actually
Timples. Thanks for the follow, man. Welcome. Yeah, I have dimples. Please, no sell bets to merchants. Sorry, I missed some chat. I'm scrolling up a little bit. Could be global RNG on which games get. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Either way is a good change. Yeah, I mean, any change to declone is a good change, basically, at this point. Oprah voice, you get an Annie. You get an Annie. Everybody gets an Annie. Yeah. God, I can't wait for a whole nother month. Can't wait to hit the hardcore ladder. I know, dude. Seriously. It's like, oh, that hurts to see another whole month.
Lucky, you better go potty now.
But at least we know. At
Nice,
least we
dude.
know now. Like, it's not like, oh, is PTR coming out? Like, was PTR coming out today? It's coming out today. We don't know because we have no news. But now we get some news, so that's